Dude, someone's trying to bring back multiverses for the third time, and someone posted this meme. Dude, one more time. Unironically, one more time. I know we didn't see it the first two. I know, but honestly, we do want to see it. Honestly, now I think we can all appreciate Morbius for what it was. A little moment of joy, a little humor, a time we could laugh at ourselves. People liked good cinema. That was a good time. I remember when I made a video covering Morbius memes, and I called it Morbius is the highest grossing film of all time. I think that's what it was. Yeah, here it is. It's the first result on Google when you search that. And not all of the comments, but it broke out of my sphere, and a ton of the comments were taking it seriously. They legitimately believed it. They were like, well, wait, this is crazy. Like, I don't even think it was that good. Look at the gross, Lamau. Are you telling me to look at the gross in the thumbnail that I made? Are you trying to explain the joke to me in the thumbnail that I made in the story where I'm telling you that I made it? Oh, wow, good catch. Good catch, you crazy, crazy cats. Are we ever gonna get another Morbius? It feels like, dude, I can't even think of, what's the most recent cultural movie since Barbenheimer? Is there a movie that everyone's talking about? Everyone that's like, Dune 2, Sonic 3? Was there any memes from Sonic 3? Was that a big, I think Sonic 3 did all right. Wicked? I might have missed the Wicked hype, but apparently it did do quite well. Wicked box office, I think it did it did really good. It did 720 million globally. Bro, that reminds me. Okay, so Wicked, a big success, $720 million globally. I want to tell you about something. This past week, a movie in China is on track to make $1 billion domestically, as in only in China, which will be the first time a movie has done that ever in the history of cinema. No movie's ever made $1 billion in one market. And the movie, by the way, it's an animated sequel. Chinese box office. Ni Za 2. This movie is, we'll watch the trailer together. I've never seen it.
收你们来了，今日到此除奸乐。
Someone help me pirate English subs or English dub for this. I want to watch it. We should watch it on stream. Straight up, we should watch it on stream. It would be so, I want to know what the #1 $1 billion in one country movie is. You know how insane that is to do $1 billion domestically? Uh-oh. Bad guy. Interesting. So yeah, this is breaking some records. Pretty insane. You know, this kind of thing is ominous for like Hollywood, you know? Usually the biggest box office movie would be like Avengers Endgame or something in China. They'd have domestic movies, but they would have foreign movies doing better. Now they have, it's like their entire box office is Chinese movies, and they're making insane money. Time to learn Chinese, buddy? Yeah, I guess. This will get more money than Interstellar? I think it will. Interstellar box office. Yeah, dude, it's already gonna make more than Interstellar globally and just in China. That shit's crazy. English sub trailer? No, I'll watch the movie. We'll just pirate the movie. We watched Born to Fly, which was Chinese Top Gun, and it was a fun stream. It was fun and interesting, and also like gave some insight into, you know, the geopolitical side from China's side. It was crazy because, you know, if you guys weren't there for that, the whole plot of Born to Fly is that he is part of the Chinese Air Force, and they have to train to make sure that their planes are good to go in case they're ever bullied again over Chinese sovereign international waters or Chinese sovereign waters. The movie opens with an unnamed country in all black jets bullying them off of their airspace. They say things like, I don't know, they have American accents and they, yeah, I can do it. I can fly wherever I want. I can fly wherever I want. And we can come as go as we please. That's what the unnamed country with black jets says. And then the Chinese jets have to practice and test their planes so they're good. And then at the end of the movie, they fly so good, they scare off the other jets. It was wild. And during the movie, they're like always talking about the foreign tech blockade, which is like the American you know, blocking NVIDIA chips and stuff. They're always talking about how like we have to practice and make our planes as good as they can because of the foreign tech blockade. And like this would all be interesting as like, you know, I don't know if it was just like a government made film or something, but it was a big production that was #1 box office. Did a ton of money. It was huge. What's up, Maisie? Good to see you. Link is just in here. I don't know if he still is. He was around. Yeah, I bet he was. He makes me watch you on the TV in the living room. Okay, first of all, Maisie, what do you mean makes you? It's a privilege. What are you trying to say? Like makes, like you don't want to? It's like a joy. It's like this is like a great thing to do. Like I can't think of anything that's better for you and Linkus to do than like sit down and watch some big A clips all the way through 100% retention. And the only thing I'm noticing though, Maisie, is when you say that, and I'm sure you wouldn't do this, but it does sound to me a little bit like you and Linkus are stealing my content because you have 2 viewers, but only 1 view. So are you opening it on a phone at the same time so that there's 2? You wouldn't just have people sit around and I sent you a pic literally of my big screen. Okay, good. I'm just wondering. This is, dude, she sent me this picture. That's funny. Just big A on the TV with a Capri Sun on deck. Yeah, that's fire. Okay, so imagine this TV, but it's 1/4 the size and it's all the way up here. And that's how Stans wanted me to watch Dune 1. No wonder I hated Dune 1. And I'm not sitting here, I'm sitting across the room. I'm not kidding. That's how I watched Dune 1 at Stans' house. This movie sucks. Bro, why is that his setup? Dude, you tell me. Who knows what goes inside the deranged mind of Nathan Stans, bro? The man is an enigma to his own family. Me and Linkus deadass covered our fireplace with our TV. Bro, who uses a fireplace in 2025? Feels weird to say it's 2025. 2025 sounds like the future to me. Maybe it's an old person thing. 2025 sounds like the future. It sounds like flying cars, honestly. Bro, I remember the 1990s. I remember the 1990s. That sounds old now. The 1990s, a different millennium. 1990s is crazy. Is it crazy? Is it that crazy? Man, it is wild how long ago the 90s really are. The 1990s, the 1900s. Sounds worse when you say it like that, dude. I was alive in the 1900s. Man, that sounds ancient. It sounds like an old black and white photograph of the war. The 1900s. The 1990s it was cool, dude. It was a cool time. Relative peace and prosperity. These young people will never understand the feeling of pulling up with a Sony Walkman to school. Bro, I think this is like Swedish being 3 years behind. You're a Zoomer, but it... You are not the appropriate age to have a Walkman to school, Linkus. So either Sweden was catching up or that doesn't track that you are too young to have had a Walkman. A Walkman is like a 1985 thing, well before I was born. And then it carried into probably 95 would be the last appropriate time for a Walkman. Like, you should have an iPod. Like, I had an iPod going to school. That's what I'm telling you. As I was born in 1991, which, if you're keeping score, is the year the Berlin Wall fell. I'm sorry. The year the Soviet Union fell. I'm sorry. Welcome back, Berlin Wall. But you can kind of say that I killed the Soviet Union in a way. I sort of beat communism. What is this? What did you say? Sweden is behind. My dad has the saddest call to ever me this week. I'm not shitting you. Well, okay. Well, that's sad. Your dad had the saddest call ever to you this week? Now I feel bad. Sag. Your dad is a sweetest man. What's cool about Linkus' dad is he also loves Zelda. He like has old rare copies of Zelda games. His sweet old Swedish bespectacled father also loves Zelda. It's awesome. It's not that sad. He's being dramatic. Okay, let me tell you super quickly. Okay, fine. Call me up. Linkus. What's good?
Okay, it's a sad story, okay?
Okay.
My dad literally called me up and was like, hey, we're going on a skiing trip. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, but your brother had to stay behind. And
which
like,
brother?
Okay.
The army one or the other guy?
Max, yeah. And I'm like, okay, why? And I'm like, I think this is going normal. And this is when I realized Sweden is like 30 years behind. He's like, there's been a problem with our trash. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, well, they just introduced robots for picking up the trash. And I said, what the hell do you mean by that? And he goes, yeah, like before, you know, we just had our trash can on our property, but now they got this like machine arm that picks up the trash. So we had to pull it to the side of the street. So like we constantly have our trash being missed. And I was like, hold on. You have until 2025? This is new? An arm that can pick up the trash? And he was devastated. I'm not shitting you. I have never heard him this sad. He was so distraught that he has to wake up in the morning to put the trash out by the streets.
Wait, I don't even know what they did before that. What did
They had apparently I asked him, they apparently had 4 people on the side. They would stop and have all these 4 people run out onto people's properties, get the trash can, and then drag them over to the truck.
So
But I
he's
was
mad
left
that
out
he has to
myself,
bring it to the side of the road? That's it?
Yeah,
That's
because it's brand new. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's why I was like so confused. It was so sad. But I was really left out because when he said we got trash robots, I had a lot more.
Yeah, I
in
thought
my
it was like
imagination
futuristic, like drones or something picking up your trash. That is funny. It's also funny that you told me your dad called you with incredibly sad news. I thought he had like sickness or something, bro. You baited me. Your dad's just lazy. Your dad's just lazy about the trash. All right, well, thanks, Linkus. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Hope I see you soon, bro. Miss you.
Miss you, bye.
That was sweet. Did he say like to you, Maisie? Because that was pretty. Did you see how sincere he sounded? He said, miss you, bye.